See? Different. Although I wonder, like, because of, like, the day and age, I just wonder, there's probably a whole bunch of glitches that cause this room not to spawn properly,
like, a lot of rooms that I haven't been in yet.
Yeah, and they're all useless. Like, you can go to the left there, they have this whole room that you can go to. It doesn't mean anything. It's just another way to get around.
I don't even have a key to get. Okay.
I know. Like I said, I don't understand. It probably means something. There was probably a reason.
No, it seems more like it's one of those things where, like, yeah, if I'd gotten gone a slightly different path, I might have gotten another key, and then
I think this gives you a key. You
Mm.
complete it, but you don't want to complete it. There's no reason to fucking complete it.
Okay, where am I supposed to go? 'Cause
To the... up there. No, back.
how do I?
Get up the stairs.
Oh,
No, hook shot.
I will never ever. You know how much time I'd spend?
That would be so annoying.
I'd
to be
have
like,
to look it up.
That's
Be
what I
like,
was supposed to do the
really?
whole fucking time?
Yeah, no, there's actually, like, half the shit in this game I would have done that. Oh, cool.
Ah, I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to
Should I
make you
save
wish
state
you were
again?
never born. What are you talking about? We don't save state. With a fucking mouse. I mean, not mouse, because we're playing a legitimate copy on a Game Boy.
Make sure I'm still in the active window.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
You're supposed to hit him. Probably charge attack, too. So I play this one really aggressive, and if you have like the
Full hearts, I can just.
well, yeah, you can, but also if you chose the power, like the red color tunic, you kill them so fucking fast. Now I want to look into it.
This is a riveting fight, by the way.
He does some different things. If you get knocked off the tower, you have to start over.
You fucking kidding me? It's one of these fights? Goddamn, that's why I never beat a Link to the Past.
I think you start over anyway.
I don't see
He'll
how-
stop and then like he'll start blowing at you. That's when you're supposed to. I don't know. Now, okay, so you remember like when we were kids? When we were kids, secrets were not as like shared. You know, like now they have. Like,
Well, plus there'd be like a bunch of fake ones.
right. So like we would have to get it word of mouth.
What the? What am I supposed to do about that?
You just walk the opposite direction.
I was.
It'll slowly push you back. So when he flies and stops, you just immediately start running
Oh, you
toward him.
can't hit him with that. That's too bad. I should
Just pull out your sword. Probably does more damage anyway.
Yeah, this is more flashy.
I mean...
God damn it.
Alright, stay to the right, because he's probably gonna blow. Oh, he doesn't come from the same side each time. He's probably gonna blow you next. Just pull out your fucking sword.
When you say that, it's not... Why didn't I have a Crazy Tracey's potion? Because you told me not to get it. That's why. This is on you. You killed Link. He died because you gave him bad advice.
He just became the ghost that haunts the next Link that comes there.
So do I just... Oh, that took a while. We're back.
Yeah, it's showing the cutscene
So
again.
what's the point of the fucking shield here?
The shield stops the feathers he shoots at you
Okay.
when he blows you down.
Does the level 1 shield not?
I don't know. I guess I've never tried.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that makes you get the level 2 shield. You could...
Well, you can't go into the next dungeon without it.
Right, but you can get to the boss without it.
Yeah, and it doesn't. They don't even draw your attention to the the.
Part of me wishes I could jump while in this fight, but
Yeah, just don't.
then I won't have a sword.
Don't use your shield. Just equip your shield whenever you start moving it.
It's lame.
I do like how it looks though. No. One of my friends told me that the item you get in the next dungeon like kills him in one hit, and I was always super excited as a kid to try it, and I never have. And now I'm an adult and I've still never tried it.
What do you get in the last dungeon? You can't avoid that.
You have to just running
No,
toward him.
it's not possible. No one's ever beaten this.
Run toward him. Oh. Hey, where'd this fucking skeleton go? He's supposed to have a skeleton on. What I'm curious about is, does his health actually recover, or... So the remake has spikes at the bottom of that.
This is the worst boss battle I've ever done.
Worse than the spiky motherfucker?
Yeah, no, it's worse. Battles that don't kill you, but just make you have to start the fight over again, are the worst.
That's fair.
It's not fun to me at all. It sucks. I hate it. This game is losing half a star on its review.
You already have a pretty low opinion of it.
It's not a bad game. I just think Seasons and Ages are better in every way.
Of course they are. They came out, first of all, like a decade later. What? What happened?
I killed him.
Okay. I feel like the game just took pity on you.
This is the best boss battle ever. He only dies in 3 hits. Do I need to go somewhere, or do I just jump off?
No, go back in the door. No, down. That's the door. Press up. Drop down there.
Yay!
You've got the organ of evening calm. They have the most ridiculous names for their instruments. They're like rival.
Organs are not calming at all.
Organs?
Have you ever been calmed by an organ?
No, in fact, my dad was a pastor at a church that used primarily an organ, and the organ player was such a sweet lady, but I don't know, man. Doesn't work for me. Maybe
Actually,
it's probably just because of my generation just didn't grow up on organs.
Really like organ music.
Now, okay, now this is interesting. I did know one guy who he liked organs, but thought they weren't very modern, so he plugged in a synth. That is an abomination. You guys can't see this, but it's like a gummy bear got run over by a steamroller.
Swedish fish.
And then after they like pulled it off the sidewalk, just plugged it in your.
Anyway.
No, like this guy, he synthesized an organ basically, and it was fantastic. It was actually really cool. Although, like I thought it was really cool because I thought it was really unique. But I'm pretty sure like a bigger musician actually did it first. It was just I was exposed to it by a guy I knew. So.
Yeah, that's cool. All right.
Well, I just want to say that dungeon sucks.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it's just like a whole bunch of winding patterns.
Just kind of boring, actually.
Well, yeah. Okay. You know how like Dark Souls has like this really cool level design that loops in on itself and it feels super intentional and clever? Mm-hmm. This was that, but not. It's like they're like, yeah, we'll just make sure that every time you touch something, the pathway gets closed off, and you have to like find a new. Like, it sounds cool in theory, but it's just tedious and irritating in practice.
You should really watch Boss Keys.
Boss Keys? Mm-hmm. I'm not familiar with Boss Keys.
It's all about level design video series where they did a whole thing on like pretty much every level game.
Ah, yeah, I should watch that then. Shit.
Okay.
Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, a like, subscribe would be amazing. We're gonna try to keep up with these, I promise.
We're almost done, and then we can do something. I mean, this game's fun.
Like,
that sounded like I was shitting on the game, but
I feel like, how do I put this nicely? I feel like I should be playing this because I feel like you aren't actually enjoying it. And
yeah, but I want to play it because I've never played it.
That's true. The thing is like I'm so used to these games, I can speed through them fairly well. And you aren't, and so like the things that I take for granted, you're still struggling through just because I played this game like 70 times.
Yeah, well, things I have played through Seasons and Ages a lot, but I'll still probably not be as good at it as you are.
It's just because I played more platformers and stuff than you.
You gotta realize, like, Seasons and Ages were like the only game I had in Game Boy. I played the shit out of those games.
You know, little brief story time before I cut the recording. When my brother and I, Caleb and I, were going to China.
We went to China,
well, I know,
and then the Philippines, and then Singapore.
I've never been to the Philippines. I've been to Singapore.
England.
And that, actually.
Yeah, sorry.
It sounds more pretentious, but I'm not doing this like, oh, yes, I'm well studied and traveled. But anyway, well, we were going to China. The flight there was fucking ass, like 19 hours or something. I'm probably exaggerating, but it felt really long.
Oh yeah, that's a long flight for sure.
So we had a thing of Game Boy games that we were taking with us. So we had this like pouch, this gamer pouch, because that was a thing back then.
Mm-hmm.
And we had all of our cartridges in it. It was really cool. And Caleb was in charge of keeping an eye on it. And he put it down by his feet so he can rest for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And our first flight ended. The first flight was like 3 hours, and then the next flight was supposed to be the 19-hour one.
Mm-hmm.
So we get off of that one. We have a 2-hour layover time, and we get on the flight, and we're waiting until we can hear the sound of the you guys can use electronics, because if you don't, you're all gonna die thing. And he goes, "Oh, hey Toby, can you hand me the game bag?" I was like, "What? You have the game bag?" And he goes, "Oh no." Turns out he left it on the other flight.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of having like 25, 30 games with us to keep us occupied during plane trips and stuff like that, we had the games that were in our Game Boy, or they were Game Boy Advances. So we only had the games that were in the Game Boy Advance.
Mm-hmm.
So he had some game, I don't know what it was, and I had Metroid Fusion. And so I've played Metroid Fusion. I'm not even kidding. Like during that whole trip, I played it like 60 times.
Yeah.
My goal was to beat the game in an hour and a half. I don't know that I ever finished that goal, but I got pretty close. Like I had to, I feel like I could have rivaled the speedrunner at it just because that's all I did, and I was a kid. So